When you think of raw power in boxing, one name probably dominates your mind: Mike Tyson. Known for his brutal knockouts, ferocity, and that iconic black trunks and towel combo, Tyson was a force like no other. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that there are boxers who could hit even harder, endure even more, and make their opponents crumble just as fast? That's right. Today, we're stepping into the ring with 6 boxing legends whose power might rival or even outshine Iron Mike's. These fighters didn't just win matches, they defined entire eras of the sport. But before you start doubting, keep watching. By the end of this video, you might just have a new name to crown as the most powerful boxer in history. So tighten those gloves and let's dive into the stories of these incredible legends. Muhammad Ali.
He's bigger. Huh?
I'm scared of him.
You're scared of this one?
He's a real champ.
Really? I think so. Yeah, you'll be a champ.
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast.
Uh-huh.
If he hit me.
Born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, is a name synonymous with greatness, courage, and cultural impact. Dubbed the greatest, Ali transcended the boxing ring to become one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. From his humble beginnings in Louisville, Kentucky, to becoming a global icon, his life is a tale of triumph, controversy, and unyielding principles. Muhammad Ali was known for his speed, finesse, and charisma. Ali wasn't always celebrated for his power. But make no mistake, when Ali wanted to hit hard, he could hit devastatingly hard. Ali's power wasn't about sheer brute force like Tyson or Foreman. It was the speed, precision, and timing behind his punches that made them so effective. His knockout of Sonny Liston in 1965, whether it was a phantom punch or not, solidified his ability to deliver a fight-ending blow. And then there's his victory over George Foreman in 1974. While Ali's power wasn't the deciding factor, the punches he landed in the 8th round were precise enough to topple one of the hardest hitters in boxing history. Ali's power may not have been his defining trait, but paired with his unparalleled skill and intelligence, it was more than enough to make him a force to be reckoned with. Ali's return to boxing in 1970 was triumphant, setting the stage for legendary bouts. The Fight of the Century, 1971. Ali faced Joe Frazier in a grueling battle, but suffered his first professional loss. The Rumble in the Jungle, 1974 against George Foreman, Ali employed the iconic rope-a-dope strategy to reclaim the heavyweight title. Thrilla in Manila, 1975. His third fight with Frazier was a brutal contest, with Ali emerging victorious in one of boxing's most intense rivalries. Ali passed away on June 3, 2016, but his legacy lives on. Named Sportsman of the Century by Sports Illustrated and the BBC, he remains a symbol of resilience, courage, and unapologetic self-belief. His story is a testament to the power of standing firm in one's convictions, inspiring generations to dare to be great. Next up, George Foreman. Born on January 10, 1949, Foreman's life story is one of transformation, grit, and redemption. From being an Olympic gold medalist to the world heavyweight champion, Foreman wasn't just a fighter in the ring, he was a warrior in life. His legendary battles with Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, combined with his unexpected comeback in his mid-40s, cemented his place as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Let's dive deep into the journey of Big George, a man whose fists and faith shaped his destiny. George Foreman, the man who made opponents fear his sheer presence. At 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 220 pounds in his prime, Foreman's punches were like wrecking balls, slow, deliberate, and devastating. Even at 45 years old, Foreman's power was undeniable. His ability to deliver concussive force with seemingly effortless punches made him one of the most feared punchers in the history of the sport. While Tyson's punches were fast and explosive, Foreman's power came from his brute strength, making him one of the few who could arguably outmatch Tyson in raw force. By 1968, he was representing the US at the Mexico City Olympics, where his devastating power secured him the gold medal in the heavyweight division. Foreman's pride in this achievement was so immense that he often cited it as the pinnacle of his career. Foreman retired from boxing in 1997 with a record of 76 wins, 68 by knockout, and 5 losses. Whether it's the powerful knockouts, the famous grill, or his infectious smile, George Foreman will always be remembered as a fighter who never gave up both inside and outside the ring. Born on August 31st, 1944 in Garland, Alabama, Ernie Shavers was a man whose fists were feared by everyone in the boxing world. If you ask the boxing greats who hit the hardest, one name often comes up: Ernie Shavers. He wasn't called the Acorn for his bald head. His real legacy is as one of the hardest punchers in the sport's history. Shavers' power was legendary. He recorded 68 knockouts in his 74 wins, often ending fights with a single, thunderous punch. Even Muhammad Ali, capable of turning the tide of any fight in an instant. Though he didn't have the skill set of Tyson or Ali, his raw power alone earned him a place among the hardest hitters in boxing history. Deontay Leshan Wilder, born on October 22, 1985, is an American professional boxer who made history by becoming the first American heavyweight champion since 2007. Wilder held the World Boxing Council (WBC) heavyweight title from 2015 to 2020, marking a significant achievement in boxing. He began boxing later in life, taking up the sport at the age of 20, and quickly made an impact in the amateur ranks. In 2008, Wilder won a bronze medal in the heavyweight division at the Beijing Olympics, earning him the nickname the Bronze Bomber, which he coined in tribute to Joe Louis, the legendary Brown Bomber. Known for his incredible punching power, Wilder has knocked out every opponent he's defeated, and with a knockout-to-win percentage of 97.67%, he holds the highest knockout ratio in heavyweight history. He has been recognized as one of the hardest punchers in boxing, with 48% of his knockouts occurring in the first round. His knockout ability earned him multiple accolades, including the Premier Boxing Champions Knockout of the Year award 3 times, and the Ring Magazine Knockout of the Year in 2019. Turning professional in 2008, Wilder quickly rose through the ranks, accumulating 25 wins, all by knockout by 2012. His first significant title came in 2012 when he defeated Kelvin Price for the vacant WBC Continental Americas heavyweight title. Wilder's early career saw him dispatch opponents with ease, including notable wins over former WBA heavyweight title challenger Owen Beck and former WBO challenger Damon Reed. His knockout streak continued as he moved toward a world title shot. In 2015, Wilder's dreams came true when he defeated Bermane Stiverne for the WBC heavyweight title, becoming the first American heavyweight world champion in nearly a decade. He won the fight by unanimous decision, with judges scoring it 118 to 109, 119 to 108, and 120 to 107, proving he could go the distance and box at a high level. He defended his title successfully against Eric Molina and Johan Duhaupas later that year, showcasing his dominant style. His reign as the WBC champion would last until 2020, cementing his legacy as one of the most powerful punchers in heavyweight boxing history. Wilder's power isn't about combinations or technique. It's pure, unadulterated force. His ability to end fights with a single punch rivals the legends of the past, earning him comparisons to Tyson and Foreman. Marciano is widely regarded as one of the greatest heavyweight boxers in history, holding the prestigious world heavyweight title from 1952 to 1956. What sets him apart from other champions is that he remains the only heavyweight champion to retire undefeated, with a career record of 49 wins and no losses. His dominance in the ring is further exemplified by his knockout-to-win ratio of 87.8%, one of the highest in boxing history. He was known for his relentless fighting style, incredible punching power, and unyielding stamina. Marciano's career is also marked by his remarkable feat of stopping every opponent he faced for the World Heavyweight title, sharing the highest knockout-to-win percentage in World Heavyweight title fights, 85.71%, with the legendary Joe Louis. Marciano's success in the ring led him to contend for the World Heavyweight title. In 1952, he faced Jersey Joe Walcott for the WBC heavyweight title and won the championship by knockout in the 13th round. Over the next few years, Marciano would successfully defend his title against a series of formidable challengers, including Roland La Starza, Ezard Charles twice, Don Cockle, and Archie Moore. His victories were a testament to his superior conditioning, powerful punching, and unwavering determination. In 1956, Marciano decided to retire from boxing while still on top, leaving behind a legacy that few fighters could match. Throughout his career, Marciano's name became synonymous with toughness and resilience. He was known for his exceptional durability in the ring, and despite facing several strong opponents, he always managed to outlast them. His style was aggressive and relentless, often wearing down his opponents with his punches before finishing them off with knockout blows. Marciano's undefeated record remains unmatched in the heavyweight division, and his accomplishments have made him a revered figure in boxing history. Marciano's legacy lives on not only in his undefeated record, but also in his influence on the sport of boxing. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest punchers in boxing history, ranked number 14 on the Ring Magazine's list of the 100 greatest punchers of all time. His relentless pursuit of victory and his unmatched work ethic serve as an inspiration to boxers today. Marciano's impact on the sport is undeniable, and his name continues to be synonymous with greatness in the heavyweight division. Marciano's power wasn't flashy like Tyson's or overwhelming like Foreman's, but it was consistent, wearing opponents down until they couldn't stand anymore. Charles L. Sonny Liston was one of the most feared and dominant boxers of his era. Sonny Liston was born into poverty around 1930 in St. Louis, Missouri, Francis County, Arkansas. His father, Toby Liston, was abusive, and Sonny grew up in an environment marked by physical punishment. His mother, Helen Baskin, moved to St. Louis for work in 1946, but Sonny remained behind, facing a difficult upbringing. At the age of 13, he moved to St. Louis, where he struggled in school due to his illiteracy and quickly turned to crime. Liston's life of muggings and armed robbery led to a prison sentence in 1950 at the Missouri State Penitentiary, where he discovered his boxing talent. In prison, Sonny Liston's potential as a boxer was noticed by Reverend Alois Stevens, the athletic director, who encouraged him to pursue the sport. After an impressive sparring session with a professional boxer, Liston was granted an early parole. He quickly rose through the amateur ranks, winning titles like the Chicago Golden Gloves and the Intercity Golden Gloves Championship in 1953. His powerful build and remarkable athleticism made him a formidable opponent, and by the time he turned professional, he was already recognized as a force to be reckoned with. Liston turned professional in 1953, and his rise was meteoric. His early fights were dominated by his physical attributes. He stood 6 feet 1 inch with a reach of 84 inches, and his hands were famously described as cannonballs. Despite a setback in 1954 when he lost to Marty Marshall, Liston quickly bounced back, showcasing his brutal knockout power and determination. His connection to organized crime, however, cast a shadow over his career, and it wasn't long before rumors of corruption and controversy followed him. In 1962, after a series of dominant victories, Liston earned a shot at the heavyweight title against Floyd Patterson. In one of the most memorable moments in boxing history, Liston knocked Patterson out in the first round, claiming the undisputed heavyweight title. He defended his title the following year with another first-round knockout against Patterson, becoming the inaugural WBC heavyweight champion. Liston's dominance was undeniable, but his link to organized crime led many to question his rise and his future in the sport. Liston's reign came to an unexpected halt in 1964 when he faced a young, brash Muhammad Ali, then known as Cassius Clay. Ali, an 8-1 underdog, shocked the world by defeating Liston in a fight that ended with Liston's corner stopping the fight due to an injured shoulder. The loss was controversial, with rumors swirling that Liston had entered the fight with an injured shoulder and possibly under the influence of alcohol. The rematch in 1965 was equally controversial, with Liston being knocked out in the first round in what many believed to be a fix. These mysterious losses would haunt Liston's legacy. After the shocking defeats to Ali, Liston's career never fully recovered. He remained a world-ranked contender, but was increasingly overshadowed by his turbulent personal life. In December 1970, Liston was found dead under mysterious circumstances in his Las Vegas home. The cause of death was officially listed as a heroin overdose, but many questions surrounding his death remain unanswered. Despite the controversy and the tragic end to his life, Liston was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1991, cementing his place in boxing history. Sonny Liston's legacy is complex and multifaceted. Known for his ferocious fighting style and intimidating presence, he is often regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time. However, his ties to organized crime, his controversial defeats, and his mysterious death have kept his story shrouded in intrigue. Liston remains a symbol of power, toughness, and tragedy in the world of boxing. A legend whose impact continues to be felt decades after his death. Liston's power may not have had the flash of Tyson's or the wild explosiveness of Wilder's, but it was undeniable and devastating. So, there you have it, 6 boxing legends who are considered even more powerful than Mike Tyson. From the incredible strength of Sonny Liston to the unstoppable force of George Foreman, these fighters have left their mark on the sport. Tyson may be one of the most feared boxers ever, but these champs showed that power in the ring comes in many ways. Who do you think had the most power? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more awesome boxing videos. Thanks for watching.